Hey Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have a very powerful new moon solar eclipse happening in your sign on October 2nd. What does this mean for your next 6 months ahead? We're going to talk a little astrology, dive in with an oracle and tarot deck, and find out. So keep watching. So Libras, welcome to the channel or welcome back. Awesome to see you here. So this new moon solar eclipse is high powered. It's especially important for those of you who have any important planets at Libra, your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, around that 10-degree mark. If you know that, this may activate your natal chart a little bit more. But I mean, it's wherever Libra is in our chart, it's affecting all of us. We all live under the same skies, but especially if you have something at 10 degrees Libra. I would say those of you born really in the September portion of Libra season are probably going to feel this eclipse maybe a little more. Now, for the last 14 months, give or take, you have had the South Node going through your sign, encouraging you to get your act together, to release that which is no longer viable in your life. This new moon is conjunct the South Node, giving a greater urgency to finally purge and release that which is not aligned for you. This eclipse is happening, if you have Libra rising, in your first house of the physical body, of how other people see you, how you see yourself, personal and really important goals for you. It's your identity, really, the face that you show the world. So you've been in this huge metamorphosis of change. Now, this eclipse may have something to do also with things going on with your money and career life, because Venus, which is your ruling planet, is in Scorpio, which is your second house of money. Mars is squaring this eclipse energy, the sun and the moon, in Cancer at 15 degrees, which is your 10th house of career. It's also the marriage partner house as well, okay? So there could be some things going on that have to be let go of in terms of career aspirations. There could be some money issues going on that really need a reboot in your life. There could be some sort of important negotiation or final wrap up so that there's a new beginning, with your marriage life. Like if you're going through some sort of separation or divorce, or maybe you just got married. I mean, there can be negotiations with that too. But the South Node is about endings, but it's conjunct a new moon. So that's why this energy is very interesting. It's really like, you got to let go of something so something else can come in, right? It's like one door closes, another door opens. But this can be really about your identity in terms of, especially as I said before, your self-esteem. That is also your second house, not just your money, but your sense of self-worth. And perhaps the changes that has undergone for the last 14 months since the South Node has been in your sign, but also related to your status in life, 10th house, which again can be career or your marital life, and the changes that may have happened in both of those areas that are now kind of poking at you, Libra, to reboot, reset, and realign with Libra 2.0. It is time for a new beginning in how you see yourself and how other people see you. But we are going to look at these energies for your next 6 months ahead, because eclipses have long activation periods. So this will take us till the end of March when we have our next new moon solar eclipse, which will be in Aries. So let's see what we need to know, Libra, for you. We're going to pull from this oracle deck, get a message, and then we'll pull some tarot cards and see what your new moon solar eclipse message is. But remember too, it's always darkest before the dawn. And something does need to be faced, that South Node, and let go of once and for all, so that you can move along with the new beginning in your life that you have been wanting to create. All right, what do we have here? We have morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, and a positive outlook. Sorry, I always try to get these cards in focus, and the thing never cooperates. Well, anyway, you can see. Okay, so clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. Yeah. So if there maybe have been some things that have been very challenging and difficult with the South Node thus far going through your sign for the last 14 months, and you're feeling a little like, well, I don't have a positive outlook. It's time to shift it, right? It is time to regroup and know that every day is a new possibility, right? It's so much about our mindset. But there is this promise, morning dew, right? The refreshment of the dawn of the new day for you. So let's see what we need to know. And having the clarity on, as one of my friends who has a Libra moon always says, I don't know who I want to be when I grow up. You should know who you want to be now when you grow up, like type thing. Like you're getting that clarity of this next phase of your life, this new you that you're stepping into. Okay, so let's see what we need to know about this for you. And this will be the energies you're working with for the next 6 months. Now, the South Node will get out of your sign at the end of, middle to end of January. So, I mean, it's almost over. It's almost over. Two of Swords. You don't know what you want to be when you grow up, right? Two of Swords. 10 of Swords. But see, it's the 10. It's over. It's over. Towers in your heart. Oh, baby, it's over. 3 of Coins. Beautiful. And the King of Cups. So there is something here about you getting a little more into following your intuition and your emotions. Now, you're an air sign, and it's not that you don't have emotions. You do, of course. But air signs tend to, process emotions in a little different way. Like sometimes you talk yourself out of your own emotions. Okay, so we have our morning dew over here. Clarity, fresh start, a positive outlook. So look, I think that's the big change that's going to come for you. And this King of Cups is the Mars and Cancer energy currently as well. And Mars and Cancer is going to be in there until December. Yeah. He goes into Leo, beginning of December, trying to remember all these dates. And I've started writing the 2025 horoscopes. So I have so many things up in my head about timings right now, like trying to remember. So Mars goes into Leo for, on, I think, the 5th of December. He's in there for a while, then he goes retrograde, then he's back into Cancer. So, and he will be in Cancer until the next eclipse at the end of March. And again, we're looking at this 6-month energy for you. So this is also the Mars in Cancer. So this can be about using your intuition in terms of following and making some new plans, especially for your career, because this is coming out, this King of Cups. But this could also be the Scorpio energy, which is where the Venus is right now, your ruling planet. So, really aligning with what you deserve in all ways. But it could be especially from your career. This is a very interesting King of Cups. There's a shark in his belly. A ship in his heart. So he wants a new direction, but these sharks that are showing up here can be the, the fears that we have about moving forward, or afraid that we're going to get eaten, by the sharks, swimming with the sharks, right? With a new thing that we might try in our lives. So this is very interesting. But what I'm feeling here most of all, this is about coming up with a plan that satisfies your emotional desires, approaching this new beginning for yourself from an emotional standpoint and not talking yourself out of it or thinking yourself out of it or overanalyzing yourself out of it, as we have over here. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords. Notice that she can't see what's going on. She has 2 birds on her hat that are taking up residence in her mind. The wooden bird's nest here. So, and then we have the 10 of Swords. This to me is very interesting combination because both of these, there's other people, like these birds are singing in her ear. These people with the bobby pins or whatever this is that's poking at her brain, it's all these other people. All these other thoughts are intruding. Where is your truth in the middle of all of this? That's the thing to be listening to. Your emotional truth with that Mars in Cancer. Okay, so this has been what I've been saying about kind of talking yourself out of it or having the analysis paralysis. The South Node, it's powerful, and it's a new moon eclipse. It's powerful. New moon eclipses can take things out of our lives also. They don't have to just be conjunct the South Node the way this one is. They can. It's darkest before the dawn. So something can be removed. South Node practically guarantees something will be removed. So you can continue to stay stuck in this Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, to listen to everybody else. Something's going to change. You need to know in your heart what you're going to do about it. I'm always about using the energies. That's why I don't like, these are not predictions, right? It's whatever comes out gives you advice, right? And hopefully I give you some advice on how to handle what's coming up in your life, what's going on for you. But this Tower's in your heart. So yes, there may be a surprise of something that the South Node eliminates. You've probably seen it coming, but maybe you didn't want to see it coming. And again, maybe you've been listening to everybody else about what you should do about it, but that's not going to serve you, right? So this Tower in your heart may be, I've got to take the approach of, I'm going to listen to myself and nobody else. I know what's right for me, or I better figure out what's right for me, which is why we have this clarity card, right? Clarity. And it's in your first house. It is about you. Stop delegating if you've been delegating decisions in your life to other people. Some of you haven't. Okay, if you haven't, then this doesn't apply to you. But if you've been listening too much to the peanut gallery, right? And I mean, I'm guilty of this myself. I sometimes like to I run scenarios. I like to chat with people and run different scenarios as a way to kind of figure out energies, right? Everybody has their process and it's okay. But in the end, at the end of the day, in the end game, it's about what's in your heart and what you want to do. And with the Tower in your heart, you may really surprise yourself when you stop listening to these outside influences in terms of what you want to do next with your life. The poet Mary Oliver, she said, what do you want to do with your one wild, or what are you going to do with your one wild and precious life? What are you going to do? Three of Coins is here. Make the plan, baby. Make the plan. Sketch it out on paper. Get the pro-con list going. But also don't ignore the emotions behind it. Really feel into the emotions. But this is about building your future also, this Three of Coins. And coming up with the architecture, the structure, the planning, and maybe a couple, two, not everybody, okay, but two close friends who can help you build that structure. If you need a team behind you to do something, which is fine, okay? But it is a work in progress. That's also the Three of Coins. It is a work in progress. You don't have to have all the answers right now, but the answers for the next 6 months, I think, need to come from your gut and from a very surprising choice you may make in your heart. Okay? And everything doesn't have to be figured out. Sometimes we just have to have the outline, the Three of Coins, the architecture plans. Even when people build houses, they have the schema, they have the plan, but sometimes things change. Maybe who they're building the house for, the people change their mind. They want the bathroom upstairs, not downstairs, or the pantry over here, so you can still allow for some flexibility. Whatever you decide doesn't necessarily lock you in. You have free will. You have free choice. You can tweak your plan, but it's your plan, right? You can tweak your plan as you go along. So I think this is going to be very interesting. And I think at the end of the day, with this King of Cups here, there is something about the overall direction of your life. To me, that's 10th house also, because it's very public. 10th house is a very public house. So it is how you're showing up in the world, as is the first house. But to me, first house is more identity. 10th house is kind of putting that identity into action for other people to see, is kind of more how I look at it. So I think you're going to be, that area of your chart, your life is also going to be lit up in new ways, with new emotional clarity and what's the word I want? Vigor, maybe, like reinvigorated. So the whole sense of the energy you're putting behind to build your life in a personal way, your first house, but also in a public way, your 10th house. So I think this is very, very interesting and exciting energies for you. But this is very, very classic, right? But the Ten of Swords is good. I mean, the Ten of Swords can be good. Any card can be good. It's always context, right? The Ten of Swords, I think, is a good thing here because it's the end of a cycle and it's the end of having all these intrusive thoughts and other people in your business trying to tell you what to do. So you may also be really putting your foot down and telling people, stop trying to tell me what to do. I mean, let's not forget, you're a cardinal sign. You can initiate actions, but it's just your process is different. Like you take your time to weigh and balance the different things. It doesn't mean you can't start things. You, of course, can. But I think your process of making decisions about your life is going to be shifting a little bit. Also with this, like I said, with this energy. And something you do and decide is going to surprise you. So Libras, leave me a comment. Let me know how you plan to use these energies over the next 6 months. I would love to hear. And if you like the video, hit that thumbs up. It really helps if you feel so inclined. It really helps my channel, and the YouTube algorithm pushes the video out a little bit more. And that is so wonderful. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you like my shirt, I wore this special today for the solar eclipse. It's a creation by yours truly. It's in my shop on my website, so you can check it out there if you are interested. Very comfy. It's all cottony. It's very nice. Anyway, I love you guys. Take care. I will see you again soon. Happy new moon solar eclipse in Libra for the Libras. And check out your song. Have you seen the song It's a Libra World on my channel? Have you missed that, Libras? Check it out. Let me know what you think. All right. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.